Mic check 1 1. Mic check 1 1. Alright, we are live. Welcome to the VFRL Dirt Series on World of Outlaws 24. First race we have today are in the big blocks down at Rockberry Raceway. Each race will be short sprints lasting just a few minutes apiece. For the pole of this race, we got Infamous, and on the second side of him is Batch 440. Let's see how this race goes. Ooh, we got one car sending it into turn one, almost taking out the leader. We got Batch on his rear end, Chance doing everything he can. Batch swings it in. Number 9 slowly getting the lead from the field as they try to get themselves collected. Batch fall in one position down to the third spot. Infamous slowly taking his lead. Infamous still holding on to the lead as we go out of turn 2 onto the back stretch, known as the infamous Dirt Indianapolis. Comes to the line, still extending his lead, everyone else behind him fighting for positions. Let's go inside the camp and see where he's going. He throws in turn 1. A little wiggly, tries to hold together. Got one left car in front of him. Will he catch him? Left car seems to be struggling as he spins. He resets himself. Back. Got Batch down in the 5th spot now. Lost a few from the start. Go to the overview as he pulls away from the rest of the field, showing him he's the dominant car. And this is the most winning driver so far in the World of Outlaws series. No one can touch him. Lee won't have anything for him by the end of this season. Holding off the lead. And second and third battle each other in the background. Take a look at what's going on back there. Batch back down here in the 5th spot. Trying to find his way back up to the top spot of the field here. Then Ricky in the 18, Richard Free in the 17. We got Lancaster in the 2A, Compton in number 9, Nami in the 45, Ken Rod in the 00. Swade in the 99T, it looks like. Infamous in the number 9 as well. Just taking the win from these guys. Infamous showing dominance early on. Takes the pole and takes the win. With a big margin to second place. Infamous with the pole for the next race with a 17.235. Second place, Kinrod with a 17.411. Third place, Lannister with a 17.434. Then Batch in fourth place with a 17.455. Next race tonight is going to be at Federal Auto Parts Raceway I-55 from Peevely, Missouri. Few seconds till the race starts. We'll back out of here before we get caught in. Then we will get ourselves back into the lobby as fast as we can. Let's get to this race live. Infamous taking it on the bottom. Kinrod on his high side. Kinrod trying to look his way on the outside. Can't do it. He does not. He cuts him off. Takes the top spot away. Trying to pull away like he did last race. Ooh, Infamous into the wall. Kinrod and Batch right on his tail. Ooh, Batch swings it in. Kinrod gets real close to Infamous. Almost gives him a tap. Infamous holding it center lane. Kinrod. Ooh, and there's a wreck in the back. Kinrod trying to take it on the low side. Can he get the grip? Can he get the run? Ooh, Infamous gets in the wall. Allowing Kinrod and Batch to get a little bit closer to him. Kinrod sniffing his rear bumper. Batch sniffing Kinrod's bumper. And Infamous goes a little high, gets in the wall a little bit, but he pulls out the lead still. Infamous getting real close to that wall. Ooh, Batch gets the Kinrod a little bit. They go in contact with the wall. Infamous holding the center line still. Batch and Kinrod having a good battle trying to catch the leaders. Kinrod doing everything he can to catch Infamous and hold off Batch at the same time. All three drivers looks like they're taking the same line. Drivers on the back are doing the same thing. Batch gets a little high in the wall a little bit. Kinrod doing an excellent job. He slides it in there. Almost gets underneath him. Kinrod trying to do everything he can to get past Infamous. But he went past Infamous, the dominant driver of the season. Kinrod gets it on the low side, and he makes the pass. Infamous gets in the wall. Ooh! Batch tries to get around him. He gets in the rear end. He passes Infamous. Moving up to the second spot, but Infamous takes it back. Batch staying in the third. Kinrod taking the lead. Kinrod in the lead now. Batch and Infamous fighting in the second position. Kinrod looks like he's starting to pull away a little bit here. Infamous shows some speed on the bottom, but he can't get a run on him. Kinrod's starting to show that he's got some competition for Infamous as long as he's up in the front. Batch hanging on there for dear life. Looks like he gets to the Infamous a little bit. Kinrod gets on the wall. Races over Kinrod. Takes the win, it looks like. Infamous second and Batch third. What a race. Here at the I-55 Federal Auto Parts Raceway at Peevely, Missouri. One of the best tracks in the world for dirt racing. Let's see who got the pole for the third race of the night. And it looks like Infamous got the pole again with an 11.741 and Batch with an 11.533. Lannister with 11.572 and Kinrod with 11.584. Zenricky with 11.5 9-8. Running out your top 5. Next race will be going to Willow Creek Raceway. 9 drivers racing tonight. Not a big field, but it's a field big enough for us. As we wait till the timer counts down, we'll back out and rush back in to get the start of the race. Back on in here. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, here we go. Race number 3 of the night. We are in Virginia. Infamous and Batch in the front row. Lannister and Kenrod in the second row. Then Ricky and Comp in the third. Let's see who can take the lead. Can Infamous prevail? Infamous going low, Batch going high. Oh, and the whole field gets into the wall right there, running it in too shallow. Running Infamous taking on the lead. Batch throws it in, gets it into him a little bit. Ooh, and puts him into the wall. Batch goes low. Cop comes in real hot, causing a destruction. The car's flipping in the back. Hopefully he's got his neck brace on. Infamous getting a good lead out from the rest of the field, getting nice and comfortable again. Having a good lead here. The rest of the field seems to be struggling, getting the cars underneath them. Not sure what's going on. They're going to have to get it together if he wants to have anything safe for Infamous. Ooh. Infamous passes his first lap car as they get into the wall. He runs low and almost takes out Infamous as he tries to run it deep from number 8. Not sure what he was doing there. Ooh, gets in the wall again as he tries to collect it coming out of 4. Ooh, this gets real wide going into turn 3. Almost spins it. The rest of the field seems to still be struggling, trying to get their hands underneath them under this track. Real narrow. You gotta be real easy on the turning here. Checking everyone out. Ooh, Kenrod gets in the wall. Getting into it afterwards. Number 9 getting real sideways, almost spinning it, catches it barely. Ooh, Suede gets sideways right in front of the leader, it looks like. Doing everything he can to get around these lap cars and not get taken out as he almost does, crossing the line there. A few cars going below the white line, trying to make a move, and it doesn't work for him. A few more cars in the wall going into turns 3 and 4. And they're still holding the lead with a big margin in second place. Got Batch in second, trying to get to Chance as they cross the line. Got a few bus lengths between them. Can Batch get to him before the end, or is it too late? Infamous fighting with a few lap down cars, it looks like, right in front of him. And that's the end there. Infamous getting the win, Batch second. Lannister third. Infamous, your winner again. 2 wins tonight. 3 wins tonight, I believe, actually. Infamous with the pole with a 17.337. Batch with second place with a 17.502. Kenrod with a 17.623. And Lannister with a 17.690. Rounding out your front 2 rows. Richard Free with a 17.8. And Tsunami with a 17.840 in your 3rd row. Mr. Deb with a 17.985. Comp with an 18.0. Zenriki with a 18.051 and Sway with a 19.5. Round out your top 10 there for the next race at Eldora, it looks like. Let's back out of here real quick and hurry up back in. Next season of this series will be a lot longer races, it'll be a lot less backing in and out. A lot better commentary for you folks. This is the first season getting the kinks out, so please bear with us. Alright, here we go. At Eldora Speedway in the big black Super Dirt Car Series. And they're off. Oh, pardon me there, folks. Getting a little cold today. Bash looking on the inside of Infamous. Can he get the run coming out of 3 and 4 and take the lead? Batch showing a little bit of speed. He slides up right in front of Infamous, taking the lead away. Infamous going out the second. Kenrod in third. He's slowly showing a little bit of speed. Batch gets on the wall a little bit, loses momentum, allowing Infamous to be around him, but they look on the inside. Oh, the contact. Infamous gets in the wall. Kenrod follows up in second. Batch takes the lead. Kenrod second. Infamous third. Hold on the middle line as Kenrod just run the low. Batch gets to the wall a little bit, allowing the 2 cars behind him to go a little closer. Kenrod with a chance, side by side, coming at 2. Drag race down to Vextrash for second place. Batch holding him off just barely as he gets in the wall again. Ooh, Infamous throws it in. Oh, and he collects Batch and wrecks Batch and Kenrod. Back up here to the leader real quick, see what's going on. Infamous Kenrod still fighting, don't know how Kenrod was able to hold that. Good drive on his part. Infamous working his way around lap traffic. Make it a little harder for Kenrod to get to him. Lap traffic giving him a little bit of a hard time on the high side there. Just giving him a little tap in the rear end, slows him down. Kenrod can go right to the bumper. Just being real careful in this lap traffic to make sure he doesn't screw himself over while Kenrod get around him or wreck them all. 17 goes high, number 9 goes low, 00 trying to find the same lane, but it's not going to work. 17 taking the low side of him, gets into the leader, puts him in the wall. Kenrod gets around him. Kenrod takes the lead. Infamous right on his bumper. These 2 fighting it out, crossing the line. Kenrod holding off Infamous. Coming out of 4, is this anything for him? Doesn't seem like it. He gets in the wall a little bit. Penrod holding off the dominant driver for the night. Penrod takes the win from Infamous. Penrod Infamous, and Penrod started taking the wheels away from the rest of the night since he's on the front row. Holding them off, coming on to Infamous looking out on the inside. Ooh, a little bit of contact, a little bit of rubbing back up here. The one car spins and resets. Penrod holding them off. Penrod taking the lead, starting to extend a little bit, probably to bad shit occurred. On Infamous. Seems like Infamous is losing his touch through the night. Penrod probably getting this car, but Infamous a short move. As he gets to a little bit, Infamous takes the lead. Oh, Penrod gets right back into him. He turns forward. Penrod goes Infamous goes high. Infamous looks for a move on the bottom. He gets to the side of him and switch lane. Infamous on low. They do the crossover move. A little more contact between the two. Infamous gets into the wall as Penrod goes to the lead. Infamous throws it on the low side. Penrod running the high side. He's running the low side. Infamous running the rail. Slowly getting to him door to door. Look at these drivers battling out here. What a great battle between the front team runners. The dominant drivers of the night. running the low side, getting around and taking the high side. And they're starting to slowly pull away. The low side looks like it's working out for him. Getting around and tries the low side, he gets up right to his right rear tires. Infamous barely takes the win away. Seems we have a few drivers that are going to be fighting for the front tonight. We got Infamous, Kinrod, and Batch. As long as Batch can keep himself out of trouble. Infamous with a pole with a 13.767. Kinrod with a 14.015 for your front row. Lannister with a 14.081 for third. And Zenrik with the 14.149, routing out your front two rows. Batch with a little bit slower time with the 14.204 down in the third row and sixth. Right next to Tsunami, who has a 14.169. Tsunami finally gets himself in the top five here. Running the Snowman agenda tonight. It's a little frosty, ladies and gentlemen. As we get here to Five Forks Speedway, another 12-lap race. Coming here, we are in Oklahoma tonight. A few new drivers tonight. Comp and Richmond Free. Well, here we go. Infamous down the low side, getting right on the high side. Batch on the high side of the third row, trying to make a little momentum here. Ooh, a little bit of contact coming out of fourth. A few drivers. Cameron takes the lead away from Infamous. Cameron almost gets into Infamous. Just taking the lead away, running the middle lanes. Cameron a little bit high, trying to give it a little bit of extra room. There's a little wiggle coming out too. These drivers have a little contact back there. He's slowly pulling out of his lead. Slowly pull away from the field, just starting to show his dominance again. He's working around a flat traffic car. Interrupt, I could have given him a little bit. Ooh, if this barely misses contact with the lap cars, and resets himself. He gets lucky with another deal coming into turn 3. Slide job by a lap car, and we'll take it out second and third. The battle for second starts to heat up back there. pole line out for the win for this one. Taking the lead again. A few more races here in the big black minor lights. Just pulling away. Just pulling out a pretty good lead from the rest of the fields. They all kind of accordion with each other, going through the turns, running high, running a little bit in the middle. No one seems to be running low side. A few cars in the wall. Infamous having a few bus lanes between him and second place. They all kind of battle. But they got battle for fifth place back. There's one car gets to walk around the fork. Car gets a little wiggly going into the turn as he holds it low, taking the third spot, gaining one position as he drag race on the front stretch. Lead against the rest of the field significantly. Alright, next race here we're going to Sawtooth. On the front row with Ken Route, the 16085, Zen Ricky with the 16118. Not sure what happened there. Third place we have Infamous with a 16128 and Tsunami with a 16158. Tsunami starting to finally get himself up in the front rows more, getting himself held together. Ooh. Alright, here we go. The Sawtooth Mountain Speedway in Idaho. Alright, here. Taking out an early lead here. Second place Zen Ricky as he getting the wall, and this looking his way to take first place. But only gets a second right here, running the low side. Slowly working his way as he almost slides one trying to get run side by side. Infamous slowly getting to him. Can he get around Ken Rod? Ken Rod going to hold him off? Ooh, it doesn't look like it. It looks like Infamous is going to get him here. Infamous slowly takes him on the high side. Low side, sorry. Kid Rod gets to the wall a little bit. If this starts slowly pull away, a lot of drivers running high side, just running low side, not sure what's going on. Ooh, a little bit of calamity going for a second here. Four drivers battling, trying to get the way up to Infamous and trying to get that win away. Ooh, Infamous slowly getting into the wall there with the right rear. It's the green squad versus the white squad cars. Green cars seem to be having a lot of speed tonight. That might be a trick some drivers might see next week. Infamous just holding a decent lead in front. Ooh. Action second place trying to get to it. Ooh, Infamous as he slowly gets to his right and left. There's rear left, my bad, gentlemen. Please, wherever you are. Single file now. Can Batch get a win? Can he take it away from Infamous here? He's getting real close to him. Did he throw it in deep? Ooh, looks like Batch might have a chance here to take it away. Ooh, he does not. He only gets second place. Great race there between these drivers. Batch taking the front row with a 19.6 flat, Infamous with a 19.607. Those drivers are right on top of each other, basically. Lannister with a 19.635 and Ken Rao with a 9.855. A big difference between third and fourth place there. What a good running there for Batch. Finally gets himself in the front row. Can he keep it for the win, though, for the next race? Only time will tell. Alright, here we go. We are at Arrowwood Motor Speedway, South Carolina. This is the final race, I believe, for the big blocks before we go to the 360 sprints. Alright, here. And we are off. Batch going low, Infamous going high. Come up with each other slightly. Infamous taking the lead, but coming out of turn 2. Kid Rods takes it down low. Infamous keeping the high side of the driver going low. Ooh, Batch and Kid Rod get a little bit collected with each other back there, going across the line. Infamous holding a great high line right there, getting the walk, getting the momentum. Batch doing everything he can to keep that second position, trying to get himself up to Infamous, trying to get that elusive win. He's been saying he wants to start taking the wins away. Not sure it's going to happen racing like that. Just having a lot of momentum tonight. As he gets to the wall coming out of 2, it's going about Bash to get a little bit closer, but isn't enough for him to get around him. Bash kind of gets to the wall, ooh, that traffic going around on the front stretch. Bash slowly getting closer to Infamous as the race goes. Ooh, Infamous into the wall, so is Bash though. Batch running up on that high side, trying to get all the momentum he can. A little bit of a wall tap there from Infamous. I don't think it's right momentum though. Batch seems to be closing in on him. Just ever so slightly. I'm not sure it's going to be enough to get to him, but Batch is going to give it all he has. Batch running the high side. Infamous going low, trying to avoid some 2 cars left traffic. Holy cow, that was close. Ooh! Not sure what that was a little bit like there, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that. It's out of our hands. But that was a wild front row right there. Front stretch. A little bit of length made on the rest of the field. That's lap traffic almost makes a big accident right there in front of the field, fighting for second. This lap traffic is looking dangerous. A little bit of scruffle on the back stretch. Black car on the front stretch just sitting there. I think that's rich and free. I think he might have parked a floated engine, not sure. I think I see a few piston parts in the back stretch. Just slowly extending his lead away from everybody. Number 9, so dominant tonight. The only one able to show him anything is Kid Rod taking a few wins away from him. Infamous taking the pole. This might be the last race for... Yep, looks like it's the last race for this series. We wait here for another invite from these folks. Oh, here it is. Coming in now, the second half of the night, switching to the 360 sprints. we wait for everyone to get back into the lobby here. We'll be taking a small intermission here, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of these drivers to get themselves situated, so please bear with us in this meantime. But as we see here, we can read off a few driver intro submissions here. We got Rich and Free 18, hometown Keokee, VA. I believe that's what it is. His favorite NASCAR driver is Dale Earnhardt Sr., and his favorite real life track is Bristol Motor Speedway. His favorite quote is, "Wise man never pisses in the wind." Yeah, that is a wise words there from a man. Here we'll go down to Chance Kirby, the dominant driver of the series. Hometown Seminary, MS. Not sure what MS is. I'm a little illiterate with these state abbreviations, but we'll do our best here. His short quote is, "It's only stupid if it doesn't work." And I'll add to, "If you don't learn from it, it's also stupid." His favorite driver, of course, is Chase Elliott, the number 9, and his favorite real-life track is It's Dega, baby. A few drivers there, you get to know them a little bit. the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl for qualifying. Each series will be going here to determine who will have the front row for the first race of each series. Giving these drivers one hell of a time. It's a perfect time to say, "You can't park there, sir." As all the drivers get bogged up. Alright, here. Zen Ricky with the pole with a 9.108. And we got Batch second with a 9.117. Sway with a 9.181. And Infamous with a 9.187. Infamous is furthest back, start of the ninth. Next race we'll be going to Volusia Speedway for the first official race of the 360 sprints. Back out of here real quick. Once again, Zen Ricky and Batch in the front row. Let's see how these drivers hold up. And they're off. Ooh, Zen Ricky straight to the wall right away. Batch taking the lead instantly. Batch here taking the lead, looking for his first win of the night. Batch getting in the wall, coming out of forward. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. Is taking the lead away as he gets in the wall, going to the four. Batch taking the lead away. Ooh. And I get booted from the lobby. What's going on here? What just happened? Oh no. Oh no. We're missing race. We're missing the race. Sorry for that, gentlemen. I'm not sure what's going on here. That was a little bit of a glitch. Can we get back in here? punching going on tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Infamous takes the win. Batch coming in second. Race 1 done in the books of the 360 sprints. Infamous taking the win. Infamous getting the pole with a 13.369. Zenriki with a 13.688. Rich and Free with a 13.759. Rich and Free, his first night here, finally getting himself in the second row. Batch right next to him with a 13.762. And then Kinrod with a 13.763, running at your top 5 here. Infamous still showing to be the dominant driver of the night. Batch, Kinrod's showing a little bit of competition, but they just can't execute. Will they be able to stop Infamous's reign of terror? Hop in here to Grant Park Speedway. Right here in the rough. Infamous out with an early lead. Goes around them. That's trying to take the lead away. Batch holding off the dominant driver of the night. Infamous right behind him. You got Zenriki right there. Infamous looking for the make a move, and he gets around them on the low side. Batch following the second. Let's watch these drivers here from the far end view. These drivers get sideways, holding that momentum. Ooh, Batch looking to the low side, and he gets a little bit into Infamous. They get a little bit of one contact. Batch taking the lead away again. Ooh, as he gets the wall coming out of 4. Infamous right there on his tail, looking to make a little bit of payback. Can you get to him? Ooh, Infamous throws it in deep, and he makes the pass cleanly. What a move. Batch looking to make the same thing, but he gets a little bit of contact, puts him in the wall. Batch going to the low side again. As he gets to the wall, coming out of 2. Infamous taking the lead, going to the low side. Batch going to the high side, trying to keep momentum. He just keeps losing it to Infamous any chance he gets. Drivers, Infamous, Batch, and Zenriki showing some good speed here. Infamous and Batch having one heck of a battle here for the front spot. What will Batch do if he wants that win? Will he do anything to take it away? Or will he just accept fate for second place? They cross the line. Batch taking the second, Infamous getting the win. Batch fighting hard, trying to get that win. His biggest competitor is Infamous. Off track, Batch was talking how he wants to stop his reign of terror as the dominant driver in Dirt Series. All right, here. Alright, we are off to Lima Land for the third race of the 360 sprints. Infamous with the pole with a 12:05.0. Batch with a 12:176. Kinrod with a 12:233, and Tsunami with a 12:281, running up your two front rows, and Zenriki with a 12:309, running out your top five. Going to be racing here at Lima Land Motorsports Park in Lima, Ohio. A quarter-mile clay track. Oh, I was joined in a little too soon. I don't want to be here. Get me out of here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, top back in. Alright, here we go. Infamous holding off Batch for first place. These two drivers fighting really hard against each other now through the night. Oh, as Infamous gets the ball, Batch follows him. Oh, Infamous hitting one of those tires on the inside. He falls to third as Kinrod and Batch fight. Ooh, Batch and Kinrod collect each other, getting to the wall, allowing Infamous to get back around them. Kinrod running the low side to get to Infamous a little bit as Batch trying to stay out of trouble. Batch getting in the wall, falling back to fourth place. Ooh, Kinrod slides inside Infamous, getting a little bit tap in front end. Taking the lead away as Infamous going to try to fight back and get forward. Ooh, here comes Batch again, sliding in front of Infamous, giving him no room whatsoever. Infamous doing the same thing, coming out of the fours, they both almost clipped the wall. Batch almost getting the rear end of Infamous. Kinrod leading the race now. As he starts pulling away a little bit as these two behind him start fighting. He gets the wall, allowing Infamous to get right up. Infamous flipping. I think we still had Infamous getting the front row pole spot with a 10.198. We got Batch second place with a 10.420 or 21. Sorry. Zenriki with a 10.4 10.450, and Lannister with a 10.509. Then 5th place Kenrod with a 10.558. Infamous with a huge time gap between these drivers. Rest of the drivers pretty close in time. Going to straight River Speedway for this race. Alright. Here we go. And they're off. Ooh, a little bit of collecting going on at the start of the race there. We got, once again, Batch and Infamous fighting for the lead. Batch right on Infamous's tail, putting all the heat on him. Infamous slowly getting a little bit as he gets in the wall, going into 4. Still holding about a car length, 2 car lengths in Batch. They both seem to be running the same line here right in the middle of the track. They both get the wall coming out of 2. Contact with the wall from Infamous. Batch with a hard contact coming out of turn 2. Not sure what's going on there. His wheels might be on the line now. Infamous slowly starting to pull from the field now. He's getting comfortable with the clean air. Batch still though holding off 2nd. Kenrod 3rd and Zenricky in 4th. All battling pretty close to each other. Still showing he is the dominant driver of the night, leading the most laps and taking the most wins away. Batch Kenrod slowly, looks like they're gating on him here. As Infamous gets the wall, Batch follows him. Batch trying to low side, see if he can make anything work. A little bit of wall tapping coming from the lead here. It doesn't seem to be hurting his momentum though. Batch and Kenrod both fighting, trying to find something. Kenrod running the high side, Batch in the middle. Alright, Batch with the pole with a 10.863, Kenrod with a 10.908, and Infamous with a 10.938, and Suede making his name appear with 11.035, rounding out your 2 front rows. Here we're going to the dirt track at Charlotte Motor Speedway. A few drivers here seem to have retired for the night. A few engines blown. Unfortunate. go. Alright, Batch on the front row. And Batch finally his first win here. Infamous looks for the inside. Kenrod taking out an early lead. Kenrod holding on to the middle lane. Batch and Infamous clucking with each other on the low side there a little bit. Batch working his way to the highest time. Infamous on the low side of his inside. Trying to make a move. Can't seem to do nothing. Ooh, Infamous hits the inside curve and slides all the way over to Batch. Infamous goes high. Batch works his way around him almost. It's a three-way drag, four-way drag way on the right stretch. Seems to be a tight battle for second back there. You got 4 or 5 drivers fighting for it as Kenrod slowly pulls his lead away from the rest of the field. Not looking at his rearview mirror. No need to because he can't see nobody. Kenrod here showing a dominant performance here at the Charlotte dirt track. See in the background, you got the Charlotte Motor Speedway. And a beautiful sunset. What a beautiful way to show a dominant performance in the night. The kid showing a lot of speed, but this is definitely his most dominant race of the night. Looks like he's going to lead every lap of the race. As it looks like Infamous is struggling to find any speed to get to him. Right here with a huge lead on the field, multiple bus lengths. You almost do a quarter mile between him and second place. Alright, Kenrod here with the pole with 11.908, Infamous with 11.925. Down in third, Rich and Free getting a second row start with 11.961, and fourth place Lannister with a 12.001. We're going to Sugarbush Motor Speedway. As we start working our way to the end of the night here. Nine laps here at the half mile. And we're off. Kenrod Infamous on the front row. Rod taking out the early lead as he gets on the wall coming out of turn 2. Infamous takes the lead away from the field. Rod falling back after the contact with the wall. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, a few cars collecting with each other. Infamous early dominant for this race. Did anyone show anything for him? Did anyone get to him? Or they're going to keep battling with each other side by side right there? Running that low line, getting right there on the fence. Using every bit of the track as you can, ladies and gentlemen. Across the line. Looking to get everything out for him, but I don't think he's going to be able to get too many tonight. Infamous race winner. I wish I could tell you how many races he's won tonight, but I have lost count, and if that tells you anything. Infamous with your pole with a 14.159, Batch with a 14.292, Lannister with a 14.325, and Kenrod with a 14.337, rounding out your two front rows, and Zenricky rounding out your top five with a 17.388. Alright, here, ladies and gentlemen, we got three more races for tonight. Here we got I-84 Las Vegas and Roper Mountain. Your last three. Back out here real quick. Oh, hop back in real quick. Sorry for that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, we're here for this. Taking out the early lead. Looks like a place gets into the wall a little bit. They're all getting in the wall in the backstretch. A little bit of inside wall contact. Ooh, stuck on the wall. Not sure what's going on here. Everyone seems to be having some wall issues. Contact there from the second place car as he gets into the wall on the inside a little bit, slides way up. Thankfully, both drivers hold it. Great driving between them two. Enormously on the rest of the field as they battle each other hard back there. Just keeping his nose clean out of there. Getting his front tires right down in by the grass. A little bit of wall contact going into turn 3. Doesn't seem to be hurting him though. Races for the night, ladies and gentlemen. Can anybody stop Infamous from his reign of terror, or will he take the last 2 races at Las Vegas and Rubber Mountain? We will find out here. Infamous with the pole again with a 19.011. Rich and Free with a 19.208. Cobb with a 19.287 and fourth place Batch with a 19.320. Kenrod with a 19.389. His worst qualifying position for the next race in 6th place. Lannister also with one of his worst qualifying positions on a 19.6 flat in 7th. There we go at the half-mile Las Vegas Motor Speedway dirt track. Second to last race of the night. After these races conclude, we'll be having a few driver interviews. And they're off. Infamous out with the early lead on Rich and Free in 2nd place. Looks like Batch is right behind him, trying to take that 2nd place away and trying to get that 1st place win. Batch has been fighting all night, ladies and gentlemen, showing a lot of speed. Just needs to execute. 3 wide coming out of turn 3. Just a little bit of wall tap there going to turn 1. Let's ride in with our dominant driver of the night. Have a look behind them. Contact between second place and the leader. They hold it together though. Oh, a little bit more wall contact. Infamous has been hitting that tire barrier quite often in this race. We got Suede here taking the lead away. Not sure where Suede's getting all this speed, but I'm sure he is happy to take it. Suede's been nowhere to see the front of the pack all night until now. Infamous off. Infamous getting a good run coming out 3. Side by side going into turn 1 and 2. Coming out of turn 2. Infamous with the advantage. Sway goes low. Infamous goes low again, trying to get that run, and they block. One heck of a battle here for the lead. Holding out low side, keeping it away from Infamous. Suede taking the win away. Final race of the 360 sprints and the final race of the night, ladies and gentlemen. It's been one heck of a night. A lot of good battles. A lot of drivers finally getting these cars underneath them. A lot of them starting to show potential, but it was just a little too late. Kinrod with a pole with a 13.744. Infamous with a 13.863. Batch with a 13.875. And Sway with a 13.90. Running at your top 4 there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's back out of here and get ourselves back into the final race of the night. 12 laps around this 3rd mile Roper Mountain in Colorado. Look at those mountains. Pardon me. Ken Rod on the front. Infamous on his outside. Batch looking to make an early move as he gets into Infamous a little bit. He gets into Ken Rod in the back. Batch checking it low, sliding way up, getting into the wall. Back getting a little antsy here. Infamous working his way to the front. A few drivers been blowing their engines tonight, unfortunately. Field's a little smaller. Batch making one crazy slide job. Couldn't get it done though. Every driver giving it all they have going after Infamous. Ooh, getting into the wall, coming out of 4. Infamous makes contact. Ooh, one driver way up out of the groove. Doing a little bit of off-roading. Not sure these cars are made for that, but they're making it work. Battle for second team a little intense back there between Ken Rod, Tsunami, and I think Sway, I'm pretty sure. Infamous getting a massive lead on these guys early on. Showing that he's gonna take another win for the night. Alright, here, ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 second as I work on getting some of these drivers in here for interviews. Let's see if we can get Rich and Free in here. There you are. Let's see if you got your voice shared on, sir. Do you know how to turn that on? If you go into the 3 dots in the party itself, the more option, and then go down to party settings. Oh wait, no, not that one. Voice chat settings. It's the 3rd one down.
Okay, I got it.
Alright. Well, thank you for joining in here for today's interview. It's one of your first nights in, and how did you like it? What was your experience like?
I had a good time. Yeah, it was good, fun racing.
You seem to get the car underneath you there at the end with the 360 sprints and a little bit of the big blocks there. Was there anything that you were learning from the drivers, or was it more of you just trying to get used to the wheel or whatever you were using for the car?
They told me to run it tight there, and that helped me out a lot.
Yeah, the big thing with these cars is running them as tight as you can is the best because they're already made loose.
Yeah, that helped me out a lot. So I run good at the end of that one, and then at the other one I run better at the beginning and bad at the end.
So I was rooting for you out there. I was noticing you were getting up there in some front row spots and looked like you were getting to take the lead a few times at the start of the races.
Yeah, I just gotta get more consistent on there, for sure.
Oh, there's our second booth guy after the Venice. Just ended.
It's over.
No, you are all good. We got Rich in here for interviews. We're going to be interviewing him, Kenrod, and the dominant driver of the night, Infamous. So.
Yeah.
Kenrod seemed to be the only one kind of giving him a run for his money most of the night.
And Suede had a good race there too.
Yeah, Suede showed up there at the end, took a win away. He won there at Vegas.
I was just trying to keep it straight.
Yeah, there's a lot of drivers were getting it underneath them. It looked like some drivers having a little bit of issues, but other than that, it looked like everybody was running pretty decent.
Yeah, it was. I got in a few, and they got in me too. So.
Hey, that's dirt racing for you. That's short track racing.
Yeah, it's fun though. That was the first time I'd raced that second group of cars on here.
Yeah, those 360s are really good. A little tip for you next time. I found leaving the bar at 0 seemed to be the best because those cars don't have a lot of speed, so you're trying to get more out of it. So the higher you have it, the less speed you're getting on the straights, and you're going to be a little bit looser because you got that more downforce. So maybe next time you're out on the track, give that a try and see how it works for you.
I got to figure out a lot of stuff on there, even how to do some of that stuff.
I'm sure you ask any of these guys or whatnot, even find some videos, and I think you can get it figured out. Like I said, you seem to get it underneath you pretty quickly there at the end.
Yeah, I got it. I like doing that. It's fun. I don't know about that. I like short track racing on NASCAR. That's my favorite. I like some short tracks, so anytime I'm doing that, I like that the best. Yeah, but this is fun. I like it. There's some tracks I was way better at. I know that. Some I was horrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
learning to
or
walk
have-
for the second time.
Like that one had that little nick at the end of the corner, and
Mm.
that mess with you.
Yep. But
Yep. Yep. Sure will. Yeah.
pick you
I
have your
wish I
voice
could
shared, by
race
the way.
them. Wish I could race them micros.
I guess it doesn't matter. It's only the interviews. I was asking if you had your voice shared or not. So open the chat itself, and then go and hit the 3 circles of more, and then go to voice chat settings, and then it'll be the third option down.
Allow.
Yep.
Well, you sounded good. Ain't nobody heard you, but
Yep.
I wished I could have made it. For whatever reason, my PlayStation would not connect to the internet, and I've not had that problem. I had it happen one time, and it was because it was an update, and that's all it was. But I don't think has there been an update lately?
Yes, there was. It was
Was it?
within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, but we were on last night, and it didn't do this.
you
No.
done been online?
I got on last night for a little bit. We practiced at Pocono and all that, but we didn't do a party. But we still got on together. I don't know. It was weird. I had to check the connection multiple times, and then I had to restart it, and I don't know what. I reset the router. I did everything, and it's like it just had to connect on its own. There was nothing I could do. It just had to make its mind up to connect.
All right, I'm gonna invite Ken Rod in here. Rich, I'm gonna allow you. I'm gonna keep you in here if you want.
I'll mute.
Yeah, well, I'll mute you and all that
Okay.
stuff, so you won't be heard. But yeah, I'm gonna invite Ken in here and get his interview in with, and then Infamous,
Yeah,
all
I
that
wanna hear
stuff.
his.
So, all right. And once we're done with everyone else's interview, me, you, and Batch will do an admin little discussion afterwards to get Batch's view of the night as well.
All right.
Let's see if Ken Rod hops in here.
Who all won tonight?
Ken Rod, Infamous, and Suede got one, but mainly Infamous and Ken Rod.
Yeah. How was Batch tonight?
Batch was good. He was good. He had the lead for a little bit. Welcome in there, Ken Rod. How are you doing?
Yes, good. How about you?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad. You had a strong night tonight. Led a lot of laps. Got a few wins.
Yes, sir.
Give me your view on the night and how you think it went.
Oh man, it went great. I love the higher horsepower cars. I wish there was a few races there, man, where we all wished we'd have had a few more laps. If they'd have been a few more laps, we could have really put on, which we did put on some good races anyhow. I mean, I'm happy with how it went tonight. We all raced each other really clean.
Yeah, I saw a lot of battling, a lot of position swapping, and just not for the lead, but a lot of in the middle pack as well. A lot of guys seemed to, once they got underneath them, the battles got a little bit better, a little bit less spread out than everyone.
Yep.
How many wins did you get tonight? I lost count.
I forgot. I know I got like 5 or 6. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you had quite a bit there. You and Infamous were definitely the two dominant ones for the night.
Yeah. He keeps beating me, man.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to look at his engine sometime.
That's what I told him. He's soaking his tires. uh,
But yeah, it's anything you'd like to add
no,
in?
man, I'm really happy with the league. I'm happy with how everything's going, and thank you to the management, and thank you for broadcasting.
Oh, no problem, no problem. I like to give the best experience for everyone, and I hope they have this for NASCAR 26 because
I do too.
that might be what I'd be doing instead of racing. I might be doing some broadcasting because I've always enjoyed doing some announcing. So, but
Alrighty, well, is that all you need from me?
yeah, just a quick interview. If you'd like to stay in here, you're more than welcome to. Listen in to the next one. All we
I'm gonna
have
talk to
left
my
is
girl.
just Infamous. So,
Alright, fellas, you have a good one. I'm gonna go talk to my girl.
all right. Thank you,
Take
sir.
it easy,
You have a
fellas.
good racing. Alright. Infamous was sent.
Driver, you're a bit of a natural at this.
Yeah,
And
you good, dude.
I've watched a lot, and then, like I said, I've done it a little bit in the past, especially on the Gran Turismo when they had the NASCARs on there. So,
I mean, I would love for you to be an announcer instead of kicking our butts, just announce. Like, thank God that dude's up in the booth right now.
That'd be nice. I hope he don't come out of retirement anytime
I
soon. Hope they're paying him good doing that.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. Who is somebody that like went into the booth that probably had more left in them?
Harvick, Boyer.
Yeah,
You
Harvick.
think?
I can see Harvick running good right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Harvick only got out because he didn't like the cars.
Yeah.
If the car was different,
Wow.
he would still be racing.
Probably so. I agree.
I
He hates
think,
the new car.
Oh, absolutely. And
Which so does.
I think Gordon could have run a few more years too.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
no,
You don't think?
Didn't he win Martinsville
he was
last
having too
year?
much back problems.
Well,
That's the reason why he retired. It was actually he went 3 years longer than when he was one. He was going to retire in like 2012, 2013, but he kept pushing through it.
You know, hey, that's somebody who was, in my opinion, fantastic in the booth. I loved him in there. It
Yeah,
honestly
I did
made me
too.
like Gordon. I never liked Gordon, but when he got in the booth, I'm like, you know what? Gordon's all right.
Yeah. For some reason, I ain't much on Clint Boyer in the booth.
He's not that great. He feels like he tries to do too much.
He's actually got his hit and miss races, honestly.
Yeah. When he's bad, it's really bad.
That's
I guess
true.
is what it is.
You know, one driver that I was actually surprised about being in the booth, and I actually kind of thought they'd probably be better in there than most of them, but Logano's not too bad. Logano's
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
good.
He is. I agree with that. When he does the truck races, he's pretty good with it.
Yep. It's the drivers that understand the cars the most are always going to be the best because they can give you the best explanation of what the car is doing and what they're feeling just by watching.
You know who's another one with that? Is Brad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I wish Brad would get going.
I don't know if, with him, I don't know if he'd ever end up in the booth because when he does retire, he's going to be like working with that team. Like, I can't see him ever getting in the booth full time. I'm with you, Rich. I wish they could get a win.
I wish they could get a win, yeah.
Can one of you send Infamous an invite? He's not getting mine.
Hang on. Where's he at? There. All right. Oh.
There we go.
You got your shared voice on?
Make sure. it says it is.
All right. Well, the dominant driver, just not of the series, but for the night. How was it? How were your cars feeling? What do you think of the racing between everyone?
Yeah, it was good. You know, all the tracks tonight was really rhythm based. As long as you get into a smooth rhythm and you don't, your lines don't get affected or no blocks were thrown on you, it was a pretty smooth night. Felt like it was pretty fast all night. Didn't have any hiccups. Other than that, we had some pretty good battles. Um, Surprising battles at some points. Suede had some pretty good instances, and had some good battles with Kenrod and Batch.
Yeah, Batch looked like he was racing everyone a little bit harder than everyone else out there, it seemed like. Do you feel the same way?
Yeah, there was a few little hiccups in the first 2 or 3 races that kind of we shipped each other a little bit, so it was just good hard racing the entire night. So other than that, I mean, I'm sure we felt the same, but nothing that was egregious or anything too aggressive. So I like it. I like having somebody to race side by side.
Since like this is your thing, like you've established yourself as being like the guy, and I'm not good at these at all. Like I've tried, and it gets on my nerves. I got a question for you though that might help me whenever, like, it's so rhythm based, right?
Mhm.
And if I get into a rhythm, I'm not bad, but when I get around people, it messes me up. Like, how do you
Oh
handle
yeah.
that? Like, I'm legit asking because I don't know
Yeah.
how you can do that. It throws me off so bad if somebody touches me.
So I think the tricky thing with dirt is there's so many different car variants and there's so many the horsepower packages and just the way the
Hmm.
handle is just completely different. So when you get in like the sprints or the wings, if you get next to a car and your wing is adjusted towards negative camber and I mean it'll completely put air up under your wing and just completely ship you. So you also got to be very minimal with your steering input. Um,
Hmm.
so if you get somebody around you and you try to overcorrect to get away from them quickly, that's gonna
Yep.
do more harm than good. So you kind of gotta ease away from them, but not just completely steering lock your will to the complete one side or the other. So it's like you said, if you get in a rhythm and you feel like you're good, but whenever you get air packed around you, like Kenrod's pretty good at that. He'll just get pressure on your uh, left side, and um, you obviously try to get away from him. But if you ship too hard to the right, you'll get put into the wall just on your own
Yep.
doing. So it's very minimal adjustments that you just have to take into account that you're going really quick on a really short track. That what you may think is a small adjustment can you'll make up a whole lot of ground and ship your car the complete opposite way you want it to go.
Mm.
If you could pick one driver from the field, if you can tell us, who do you think is your biggest competition?
I would say consistently right now is probably Batch. Consistently, from a speed standpoint, when they have speed, I would say Kenrod is when he finds speed, he's probably the quickest. But Bass is consistently in the top 3 all night.
Yeah.
Batch doesn't really have a weakness at a track. If he does get shipped to the back, it's not on his own accord, just from hard racing and getting launched into the wall and just driving instances.
All right, all right. Pick, do you have anything? Rich, do you have any questions to ask the dominant driver since it's your first night in? Try to get any tips from him as you can.
How does it feel to be a winner? I don't know
Feels
how
good.
it feels.
Feels good. It feels good. You gotta
Yeah.
put pressure on him every time whenever the shifter in his little podcast talking trash about being picked.
Yeah, that
Talk,
dude's fixing to get popped in the mouth at some point.
I'm just ready for him to show up to the track one time.
Yeah.
No, it's good. You got people talking about winning streaks and dominance, and you have one little lapse in skill or just your technique. It kind of feels like you're doing all that for nothing. So yeah, other than that, it feels good.
Well, it was a good racing. I liked it. I like the broadcast too. That's about 50% of the reason I said I was racing it.
Yeah, I like that. So
Yeah,
it's
I
about
like it
seeing
too.
leagues nowadays.
If anyone's ever feeling frisky, we might be able to get you up here in the booth as an extra.
Well, I might give it a go. All right, y'all
Rich,
take
you
it
got
easy,
the.
guys.
I,
Oh, what is it? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, with your sweet Southern charm, you'd be really good up in the booth, Rich.
Yeah. I just gotta, watch out. Or you know how I am. But
Yeah.
I've done pretty good today.
See
Just don't come over to the race. All right, we'll see y'all.
you, bud.
We'll see you, bud.
Oh man,
So Zach, did you was you in the broadcast the entire time?
no.
Oh, that's why I can't
My
read.
my internet would, for whatever reason, my PlayStation would not connect to the internet, and it took it forever. I don't know what happened, but I could not.
Took
And
it
I had mine
exactly
hooked
to
up.
the end of the race.
Yeah, I jumped in and y'all were done.
Oh, at the very end of the entire session.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, this is a batch here.
Oh, I kept on telling Bash, I was like, I keep on hopping in there and have not heard Zach speak once.
No, that's why. I have no idea why it wouldn't do it. I'm glad I got it figured out though before tomorrow, but it would not connect. And
Dude,
I have like Ethernet hooked up from my PlayStation to my router, and it just wouldn't work.
Yeah, I was hoping there was a few instances. I think it was like race 2 or 3 in the modifieds that me, Batch, and Kenrod got together and like it literally looked like I shipped them into orbit. Like they hit the wall at Mach 50, and I just knew you was gonna have a comment, but you didn't even see it.
No, I jumped as soon as I jumped in. I think driver was interviewing Rich.
Yeah, there's a few instances tonight that I think driver completely missed the one point on that. What is it? Willow Grove? Is that the small skinny one driver?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, there was one of them that I completely did a 360 with like a 3-second lead and almost completely blew the lap on like the last lap.
Dang. How
tried to
did
go back.
Swade? Did he get his? I don't mean this mean at all, but was there a wreck, or did he just flat out like win it, or?
No,
he
was good.
Yeah, he had a good lap for, qualifying position, and he was able to do it. Infamous gave him a run for it. It wasn't easy. He definitely did a little bit of blocking, but it was a good battle.
He had good lines going.
Yep.
That's one thing. It's when you're leading, it's really hard to defend because you got so many. You're doing a whole lot of mirror blocking, and if you get thrown off course or just thrown off your line, it'll mess your whole race up.
Wow. I respect you for it because I cannot figure it out.
It's a task. The first few hours I was playing with this game, it was very frustrating. So
There's a fine line between getting third and going the damn last.
There is. Yeah. Well, Batch. You had one hell of a night. Had a lot of chances for the win, but just couldn't execute. Is there anything that you think you could have done to get some of those wins, or do you think your hands were tied behind your back? Yep. Yeah, there was a few instances there. I thought you were going to get them at the what was that one short, really high banked one? What was? I can't remember the name of it. I thought you were going to get them there. Let me go back to the. Yeah, it was. Yep. Yeah. Out of the night, who surprised you the most with their driving, either between the big blacks or through the 360s? What was your kind of like holy cow moment?
When Shane got rid of the wheel, Ricky picked up. He really sounded real bad.
Yeah, Ricky was doing pretty good. Sway did pretty good, and even with me though, I think my biggest oh crap moment was I saw Rich and Free up there getting a few front row and second row positions with his first night. I was kind of
Yeah, I
expecting
know.
him to be back there in the mid rear most of the night, but he did pretty good. He seemed he caught on pretty quick.
Yeah, I know.
Took, what did he take? Took 5th overall for the night in points.
Especially with these are the. This is the first night going to the higher horsepower cars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a lot harder to drive.
I think I did better in these. I raced one. Didn't do the whole thing though. One night, and I didn't do too hot.
In the lower horsepower ones,
Yeah.
that's the only ones I feel like I can remotely drive.
No, I didn't get to race the micros. I wanted to do them, but I didn't get
Yeah.
to.
All right, I'm gonna close out the broadcast here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Next Monday will be another week of dirt racing at 10:45 Eastern. Tune in with us.